does it work? If they're not there, does it work?
Probably not. They're going to need to be on TV. Does this show go off with a big cliffhanger going into night two, or did they just end it traditionally with Rollins winning and they go off the air? I would feel something needs to happen after fans have been very vocal about the road to WrestleMania not really giving them a lot to really sink their teeth into. I would fear if WWE goes into the night one main event and then it's
Agent,
just boom
this is the
boom
area. We
winner
need you to
on to night two.
stabilize.
We'll see if Christina Cody. Do you think something's going to happen at the end of night one to really get you excited about going into night two?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what that would be. And I mean, they did that last year.
Detected.
They had the one
Secure
match
those
that led
control points,
directly into
Agent.
the main event of
Quickly.
the night. Even the year before that, what was that 30? Oh, they had the tag team title. Yeah. And so the Usos suffered a big loss. They've been there with, oh, this could be a bad sign. This could be a bad omen for Roman Reigns. What's going to happen? Shoots. Then they kind of tied that together. But then you go back to like 38. It's a nice idea to have some sort of hook.
We will see. I'm hoping for the best on night one. It is a decent card. I don't want to sit here and tell you it's hard. I mean, there's a lot to really like here, but does it resonate as a WrestleMania? I think a lot of people, including me,
Reinforcements
Jason
en route.
Gibbons, compare it to last year. You just can't compare it to last year just because of what we got on television. Orange Bowl, 40, 4 bucks, 34
Detected.
Well, I mean, it certainly would have felt like WrestleMania.
Yeah, it would have felt more like WrestleMania. Let's say we got Cody versus his champion. He would come out.
You're throwing that out there in the universe. So you're doing well. You got no WrestleMania.
Kind of like I have a big show coming up in St. Louis.
Imagine if
My armor's in bad shape.
Agent incapacitated.
So we're both going Rollins. So it's Rollins.
He came back and said, what if Goldberg it didn't come two times. Wins the championship.
I deem that the worst WrestleMania of all time.
I think he came back.
We're not ready for Goldberg, but he is on the horizon. So Seth, Jay, Charlotte, New Day, LA Knight, Naomi, El Grande America. That was night two. AJ Styles, Logan Paul, singles match. Don't really know what the story is. All I know is that Karrion Kross has done more for this than both AJ Styles and Logan Paul. Karrion Kross has said that this match, if AJ loses this, not only does he embarrass himself to lose to Logan Paul, but he embarrasses him and the rest of the locker. Now, whatever that means and whatever that is going to lead into, I don't know yet. But Kross has done his fair share to get people somewhat excited for this, and I thought he had a very good performance last night on Monday Night Raw.
Kill squad incoming.
Fine-tuned, Jason, very strategic. He knows what he wants to do. He knows his character very well. I thought it was portrayed in a good light on Monday.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the promo in the back when he was walking through the hallway after his loss.
I did.
Agent
did a
down.
lot of segments like that just to kind of fill in the gaps.
They gonna say,
and
put
build
away.
up the character or the story they're telling. And it's a shame a lot of the stuff doesn't air on TV. But I mean, it was pretty clear. Like what he's saying is like this guy came in from a different world. He's a YouTuber. So if you can't go in there and beat him, what you're saying is that any YouTuber can just come in and do what we do. And that's effectively what Cross is saying. He was trying to motivate AJ. You noticed when he took the phenomenal forearm
Squad eliminated.
back, when he took it. So it looks like he was very pleased with himself.
Friendly control point
Well,
nearby.
the main position that AJ does not want a singles match at WrestleMania 30. But it's been a long time. And Logan Paul is somebody who we know what he can do in the ring. We know what AJ can do in the ring. It's been a while since AJ had that one big standout. And I feel like he's overdue for one. I think that this could be so good. Hopefully that this will be one of the hopefully this one will be much better. I'm going with AJ. I think AJ Styles picks up the win. I think it'll be a win that, frankly, I think he needs. I would say he needs it more than Logan. Yeah. I mean, Logan may be the younger one. Well, they may have more plans for him to do AJ than AJ.
Yeah, I think that's going to win. I said last night Logan Paul's going to win. Now that you said that, I think I'm going to go. I think he needs it more. Logan Paul's going to win. I don't want to say he's bulletproof, but right now, a lot of him. People hate him for all the right reasons, and he plays his character very well. I think he comes back from that, and no harm is done to him. I think he needs to prove himself to me. But I said that when Ryan Mysterio, what you said, that this is a good story. That's not to be played. We're looking at
David.
Maybe Bridge of United Methodist has started out as a one-on-one match, and now it is now official. It's needed to give it that extra boost of emotion. This all came about because McIntyre had no glass left in his eye after being slammed on a windshield, and he won for the next couple of weeks, and then revealed himself to be fine. And he beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre live. Then he's back to Drew McIntyre and helped him win by reset. So we have Drew McIntyre getting back to that viciousness that we saw in his feud with CM Punk. But like I said, Jason, you know, with these two guys, a lot of fans, a lot of local, fans in the IWC said that this is not really a WrestleMania match. It's not, what McIntyre deserves. People were booking him against Cody or Gunther or Roman Reigns. I booked him against Roman Reigns. Here he is with Damian Priest. I don't want to take nothing away from both of these guys, but you can see why fans are frustrated. But I also said on the flip side, don't drag Drew
Heavily armored hostile detected. Heavily armored
Priest, this is not the same Damian Priest we did 4 years ago. A different Damian Priest, angry Damian Priest, he won the championship last year, he won the championship in the league, I'm looking forward to this in the sense of the in-ring work. I don't really think that this thing is going back to Damian Priest, stories that you get, I don't really give it to a guy. Because I only move back to top 10 for front anything. Only do this because it's important to do at WrestleMania, so they figure they pair them together. I'm going for McIntyre. I think McIntyre desperately needs to win.
a few reactions. Felt like a big deal.
Oh, that's good. He's good. Okay.
He hasn't been able to reach out to on SmackDown where he had there before. So he's still building himself. I feel like on Friday nights. I don't think a loss kills him. I mean, it might ruin him a little bit, but I just feel like McIntyre, he's that guy. You know, he's a guy where maybe even as early as this summer, you know, I can see him holding the championship. He probably should be holding the championship. And I think these guys have been, you know, killed off if they lose. But if I had to put the finish here and pick a winner, who would I go with? Because who do I see, you know, as we advance into the spring and the summer? As a guy that I need a bigger win, I just feel like McIntyre is that guy. So I think it's going to be a great match. I think that Luke will, in the long term, he'll be fine on SmackDown. Hope he can regain some of what he had on Raw. But in this match, I got to go.
Yeah, I'm going through here. Looking forward to this. It should be a nice little piece of business here on night 2. Braun Breaker, he's walking in as the Intercontinental Champion. He will defend against Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor in a fatal 4-way. You know,
Well, thankfully he's walking in. 'Cause I was a little concerned last night. I don't know if you noticed, but he was grabbing his knee after Penta did that splash dive off the top. He wiped out of his Breaker, Carlito, he wiped them all out, and then the Breaker grabbing his left knee. And I was like, oh shit. And the referee comes over to check on him. So I was a little scared there, but apparently he's fine. But I didn't know, because if you remember in the
Watch out. There's a kill squad in the area.
yeah, it's so he's walking in as champion. But I really do wish this was something I really wish WWE I know it's possible to get 7 years ago, but a little bit more than made between Becky and Dominic and there within the Judgment Day. I feel like going to be making it. Andrew's going to be doing matches all these times right there. Impressed with the run that they've given him with the Intercontinental Championship. I thought him chasing it and doing the thing that Sami Zayn was like a lot for him. Anything during this point run. And Dominic and Finn Balor, I'm interested to see where they go. If Balor is going to remain, or is it going to be the Judgment Day? Is Dominic going to leave with Liv Morgan? So at the end of all this, I wish they would have told that story a little before Dominic's Mania, and by that, I'm going with Dominic Mysterio on the Intercontinental Champion. I think he's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said on Dom gets the win. I think he steals the win over the Champions. I think he wins that one. So he gets the title on Breaker. In the story, and it was like Morgan who was running out this year. So it was just rub salt the wound. Yeah, remember Dom got at it. And he mentioned it too. Balor was like, hey, the more the merrier. Right, when they brought it up on that thing. Right. It'll just be
Speaking of Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez walk in as tag team champions, and they will defend against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, who is also the Intercontinental Champion. I'm going Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. No reason to take yourself off of them, especially if Dominic is going to win the Intercontinental Championship like you predict. And they're going to both lead the Judgment Day. I think they look a lot better both as champions. Plus, they just put the belts on them. And I do think Bayley is on the IC title, and I think there's some underlying possible story there with Bayley turning heel and getting a lot of face momentum going into the program with Bayley. I like that. I don't know if that's where they're going.
Oh, yeah, that was
I'm
really
going with
good.
here. And I thought the body work here, so it's last night as well. The body work from both Bayley Chris Morgan, this girl alone, some really good interviews coming from the table on Monday Night Raw.
He took the shit out of my head.
Agent down.
Liv, I think, is
An agent needs assistance.
this year, and that has been extended to last year. So, like, I go back to the performance of the year. She gets some punishment in that match. She doesn't care. Like, she was boxing that match with Bailey last night.
She did the three amigos. She did the third amigo of the system.
She also did a drop kick off the apron where it was like, it took me I thought that match was like Bailey won. Anybody would win. It's more than the challenge.
So this match happened on night two. For the most part, I've enjoyed the work of all three women. We got here a little convoluted, a little ridiculous. Had to pierce the blame for a lot of what happened here.
Reinforcements en route.
And put Bianca in that position of special guest referee.
Detecting
Rhea
additional
Ripley
hostile
was
contact.
basically a child who lost herself the championship by shoving Bianca, who sat first year and she picked a fight with Bianca, who was just out there looking at who she was going to wrestle at WrestleMania. And Rhea cost herself the title. We then get Rhea for putting the trade to promo. He's on the face again as EO is in the middle of Rhea and Bianca. How's a floor chase with just Rhea and Rhea? EO feels like it's on EO. He feels like it's now. And that's disrespect and up to you guys are wrestling me to the championship this year. I'm the champion. And all these people regret me. I'm going to be sued now because of the special guest referee stipulation where Bianca basically said, fuck this shit, and do the matchup. And now here we are going into WrestleMania, and I'm hoping for Bianca's girlfriend at some point this year. I think that up here. Rhea Ripley's too over his baby face to even think about turning her heel, so I don't think we're going to do that. Big Reed and Bianca on the Golden Board for something happening this year at SummerSlam, maybe Evolution. But all in all, I'm going to the heel retaining the championship. No matter what you think, I'm going to the heel winning the championship.
Yeah, EO's got it. I don't see Bianca going wrong. If she wins that championship, yeah, we hope it. I just don't see that. That leaves EO and Rhea. Rhea just lost the title to EO. I think that whatever Rhea EO has been the woman almost with backup coaches. So we get the days to jump out of the air. So all the disrespect that she's had to pay, I think that she'll get her with. Actually, sure. First order 132 SmackDown with Dave. Think that she's for that story. Beyond there, that's how people go. So that's the playoffs.
EO or three. Cody Rhodes, John Cena's return to the Elimination Chamber. Everything took a dramatic turn with John Cena's retirement year. Cena won the Men's Chamber. Reigns clashed out against Cody Rhodes for the WWE title at WrestleMania 41. And in the moment that shocked everybody, Cena turned heel for the first time in nearly 2 decades. He lured Cody Rhodes in for a post-match hug, and then Cena attacked him with a low blow, selling his soul to The Rock. Travis Scott out there, who was supposed to be at WrestleMania on Sunday night. His betrayal really got everybody excited. I'm sorry,
I think he's got a receipt from
Travis Scott. Oh, yes, absolutely. He's getting whatever anything to Cody, he's getting it right back thanks to. So Rock has not been on television. He's obviously the TKO board of directors, or he's on the board of directors. He holds a lot of power. He tried to bribe Cody Rhodes, leading to him selling his soul to become a corporate champion. Rhodes rejected that, which Cena's heel turn showed us he accepted the offer from The Rock. We think. Never even seen The Rock on television to even forward that narrative. Cena's heel turn, obviously, first started, Jason, with resentment towards the toxic fans and the fans and how they treated John Cena throughout his 20 years. He viewed them as, you know, inauthentic, and he just put them down in every sense of the word. And this mostly happened on WWE European Tour. And for the first 2 weeks, he put down the fans.
An
We're
agent
not
has
giving the
left
fans what
your
they
group.
want. I'm not going to give you what you want as far as a heel turn. No new theme music, no new look, no new John Cena.
You
You got
are no
John
longer
Cena
in
that you
a
guys
group.
vehemently disrespected for 20 years. So for the first two dates of those European Monday Night Raws, we got John Cena versus the fans. And it was the third week where we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And we got a great face-to-face promo. Probably one of the best segments on pro wrestling TV all year. And it really opened up a lot of what we were hoping for this feud. No Rock, though. No discussion of The Rock. And still the fans are still kind of left disappointed because it seems to be basically missing for a good majority of this WrestleMania build. And like I said, Cody Rhodes has basically been acting like the Joker, the Riddler and Penguin and Freeze, you can name anybody else in the Gotham universe. Not going to really work because nobody's probably going to work with the Joker. So he's basically working this program and doing as much as he could to get us to WrestleMania without John Cena being there. And a lot of fans just wanting more. Where's the build? Where's the excitement? Where's what we expected? Where's the mention of The Rock? Where is The Rock? A lot of this is going into WrestleMania and really setting the things. They don't really need to be enough on Sunday night, but I think everybody thinks The Rock is going to be there. I predict The Rock is going to be there. I hope we get some big moment
Backup
that we
request.
get coming out of WrestleMania. And I know a lot of people are hoping that John Cena walks out the champion. There are a good majority of people that hope Cody Rhodes walks out the champion. But I'm going with John Cena winning the WWE Championship just for the simple fact that I love himself to The Rock. He sold his soul to The Rock. I do think we see The Rock, and I do think
Yeah, the biggest what we saw. But it really was. Like, look at what they did on that show. It was such a big Hollywood feels then he showed up, and what was he doing for 2 weeks? Until we got that great segment in London, right? He was
Incoming hostiles detected.
definitely right. So this film is really not, it's not be picked from the way that I really want to know wow, we're finally getting back to the field. And I find myself struggling we were spoiled for what we got with The Rock. Because when The Rock went here, he may not have physically been like we got here. When he wasn't there, what he did, he came to I didn't understand, or wherever he was. The other day, like I was looking forward to Fridays because there would always be some sort of like Instagram video of the man, cutting a promo on Cody Rhodes.
Hostiles back on operation detected.
Those are the best parts of WrestleMania, especially those vignettes and those videos. What he didn't say on his television, he actually backed up in those promos. So it was almost as if he left delivering some key moments and then did that on social media. So it was just basically him covering his crap.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Social media promos were added
Heavily armored hostile detected.
We don't have that. The only time he listens on tour are what he's going to do. And I sort of had one segment with Cody Rhodes, but
Oh, you bitch.
Serious trauma detected. agent out of action.
Resonating in like, wow, this is really John Cena committing to this like whole heel turn here. It's almost as if I think they had the idea in mind late last year about what they wanted to do, but it feels like they couldn't really dangle it. They really haven't fully done it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Thing, because maybe we'll start to get that coming out of WrestleMania. Maybe the big event dates schedule. So we are going to get to see hopefully a little bit more of what we see coming out of WrestleMania. I also don't you know, don't feel like that's what I'm a little worried about. I was saying before, like the only time we hear from John Cena is when we see him on TV. We don't on Instagram, posting videos, promos. He's making motivational quotes. This is what he always does. So we only get to see him
Supply
enjoy
room
the
access
scene.
unlocked.
If he's committed to this, and if this plays out with him in the way that I hope it does, where he can go back and forth on television with a Randy Orton, with a CM Punk, he really gets some fun stuff. There's just so much gold there with him as the heel, defending champion over these next few months. And we have Backlash in St. Louis on May 10th, and we know Randy Orton is going to be in a big match, probably the main event on that show. I think heel Cena defending the title against Randy Orton at Backlash.
Nobody's trying to steal this shit.
Heel Cena as the champion defending that title this summer against CM Punk as the babyface. It has to happen. They already planted the seeds for it after the Elimination Chamber with what Punk said about it. Just those two alone. And then in the end, who does he put over? Who does he drop the championship to? Cody Rhodes. I still think at the end of all this, you have to circle back to Cody because Cody is your guy. And then you get John Cena putting over Cody Rhodes. And that could be where his redemption story begins.
Yeah, still ain't get it.
At the end of this year, he's solid. Babyface John Cena, and then he can get the celebratory send-off.